I guess I gotta talk about this week at Talladega. Um, Usually I always have a video up like on Monday, but I was so disinterested in the race itself that I just didn't even have the motivation to even really make a video. There's certainly a lot of stuff to talk about with the truck race. As far as the Cup race is concerned, we'll just talk about that first so we can talk about the other stuff because at least there's something there. But Cup Series, it was just a fine, serviceable race, and of all weeks, I'm completely fine with this. I'm very glad that it was just a very safe race, and people raced with like a level head, which was really nice for the most part. And it was really refreshing to just not see a wreck fest and people kind of making smart moves and everybody kind of having some common sense. I appreciate that. That makes me think, hey, they're doing something right with their with their moves. So that was nice. It reminded me a lot of the 2001 Talladega race, which was the first restrictor plate race after Earnhardt died, and it felt like that a little bit. So that was fine. I like that. Again, um, it was very straightforward. It just played out. There was grief like pit stops, and it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't like extremely love it. It was just a 5 out of 10 like middle of the road race, and that was really about it. I'm trying to think of just things that happened. Stenhouse did something stupid in stage 1, which is nothing new, but that was more of just like a bad push than like just like a crazy block or anything. So that was really that was like the only thing I could think of with that. Stage 2, Corey LaJoy blew a tire. That was really like the only tire issue, so that was nice. Instead of having like 100, we only had one, so it was nice. Christopher Bell spun getting down the pit road. Third stage happened. That went green for a very long time, which was nice. Then we got a yellow that was questionable, which I would complain about, but it brings up a whole can of worms. Is like, isn't the pace car usually in that spot? Why would there be yellow for that? But we've seen like wrecks at Talladega in the past, even this weekend in the Truck Series race, cars are crashing pretty close to that area, so fine. That I'm okay with this. So, whatever. Then the finish played out, and that was just, it was a, I don't know, like, I just don't really have, I'm so neutral on it. The Xfinity race was kind of the same way. Yeah. The truck race was just another yearly shit show in the Truck Series race, from bad officiating to just, yellow being called like 100 feet before the line that just completely messed up a really cool looking finish. So instead of the finish being at the start finish line, it's just this like imaginary line of wherever the yellow came out. It's like, at that point, what does it benefit from throwing a yellow 100 feet from a line? Is that really going to make drivers slow down? It just does nothing. It just confuses things. And Benedetto, who I literally just do not care about, same driver that same person that literally was just like shitting on like Wood Brothers when he was with them, like publicly, about how they're not that good of a team, and doing the Let's Go Brandon thing at Phoenix, which was stupid because NASCAR was just saying don't do stuff like that, and then he did. So it's just dumb and really stupid to like shit on a team that you're currently racing with, and it's just like, it seems like just behind the scenes he's just an asshole that just has his nice guy persona. So it's kind of gross. So it does nothing for me. Don't care that he won. It's unfortunate he won in a circumstance that was really just a mess and just stupid. That, again, why throw a yellow 100 feet from the line? What does that benefit? That doesn't accomplish anything. That just confuses things. And it just was just completely unnecessary and unneeded to do it that close to the line. They've done this before in the past, and it was stupid then, stupid now. And it was just annoying. So poor Brett Holmes, I don't even really know anything about him, but it sucks to get, screwed out of a win by something like that, and I'm just tired of this stupid shit happening, which is why I kind of got tired of restrictor plates, because it just like, the rules are hardly enforced. They're enforced at random points. Sometimes they're consistent, sometimes they're inconsistent. Ben Rhodes is a piece of shit as usual for driving De Benedetto off the track. So wouldn't that be a penalty? Wouldn't Ben Rhodes get a penalty for forcing below the line? Because that's like a thing, but they don't really ever enforce that. And it's just a mess, and it causes so much confusion. And I mean, as soon as I saw the finish, I'm like, yeah, there's gonna be some problems, because I saw the yellow flag flew, and I saw there was, he got pushed below the line. So I was already thinking, like, all right, something stupid's gonna happen, because it's not gonna be at the line. So, and it did. So that was really like the only interesting talking point this weekend, which maybe is a good thing. After the shit show of Texas, I will happily take just everything else in Xfinity Cup being just fine, which is what the damn sport needs, because like the amount of shit that they're getting from drivers, and especially Denny Hamlin even coming out and saying that the car needs a redesign and new leadership. I mean, pretty insane claims, but I don't blame him. And then he was saying things that, like, NASCAR hasn't even reached out to him or even the drivers about, like, stuff. So even if they are working at stuff behind the scenes, they're not letting the drivers know. So it's just horrific leadership, which is nothing new. It's been bad since, like, 2006, maybe, when France got his first DUI thing that was swept under the radar. So I don't really know. I don't know. It's just, and then you got Brendan Gaughan being stupid, saying, "Oh, these cars are safer than ones from 1920." It's like, wow, what an idiot! It's just, like, what do you say to that? Like, it really is that the claim that these cars are? Like, that's just sad. So Brendan Gaughan's being stupid. Like, he hasn't even raced in these cars, so he doesn't even understand, like, the impact of these things and how many other different drivers have been injured or affected. So, just stupid claim. Then Chastain being his world of wisdom with his freaking googly eyes, where it's like he's trying to look in 4 different places, saying that the cars are fine with the safety, and it's like, what a fucking idiot. And he was basically saying, like, Hamlin's, like, over dramatizing it. It's just like, if you want to criticize Hamlin for, like, being hyperbolic, that the cars need a redesign or NASCAR needs new leadership, fine. You can't just sit here and say that the cars are safe when they're clearly not as safe. It's like, what an idiotic fucking thing. Oh, God. Even NASCAR's ultimate neutral driver, Chase Elliott, even admitted that these cars are a problem. Again, I wish he would kind of speak up more and kind of have some kind of voice. But, if the most monotone driver ever can actually call something out, then we got some problems. So I don't know. It's just, there's just not a whole lot to talk about. Sugar plate package felt fine to me. Like, there's no issues with that. I'm just happy to get out of this race safely, and that's really the most important thing. The Roval's next week, so who knows how that's going to go. Maybe things will go back to normalcy, where people are going to start doing stupid shit. Hamlin's going to, like, freaking yeet Bowman into another dimension. Or Byron, I'm sorry, God. So, I don't know. We'll find out. But either way, it's just, there's not a whole lot to really talk about in the race. The truck race was more interesting from a bad perspective. But it was just nice to just have the Cup race just be just almost as natural of a green flag race as possible. So I'm fine with that. So yeah, that's all I got. So yeah, I got nothing else. So I'll get going. Bye. Have a good day.